Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel, or welcome to the channel if this is your first time here. I am your host, Diamond James. Hope you all do well. Hope you're having a beautiful day so far, wherever you are in the world. One small request, if you guys going to enjoy today's episode, please consider leaving a like. Also subscribe to the channel, it helps a lot and it really shows your support. So today's episode is going to be a follow-up on a story that I did back in the summer of last year. So a story broke out over here in the UK, a huge story, where a prison officer had sex with an inmate. That's not too uncommon, I suppose. This video contained a female prison officer and a male inmate. The female prison officer, the video was then filmed with another inmate from inside the prison and went viral on social media, and as you expect, made its rounds, and even those who work inside the prison got made aware of the video and actions had to be taken. This past Monday, which would have been the 6th of January, she was then sentenced to prison. She's been given 15 months of prison because of her actions and for the disrespect of the law enforcement law. And many people have given their opinions on the situation as well over the time of since the summer of last year up until now. But nonetheless, let's get on with today's episode, shall we? Linda Abreu, who was 30 years old from Fulham, southwest London, was on duty at HMP Wandsworth when she entered the prisoner's cell and had sex with him on the 27th of June of last year. She was subsequently charged after a video of the incident was shared on social media. The reason it went viral on social media was because there was another inmate in the prison cell who was filming the whole situation. The investigation was then launched after officers were made aware of the video. Prosecutors said that the married mother, who has an Onlyfans account of her own, willingly took part in a video with a felon who was spending time behind bars for their 63,800 luxury goods heist in London. Linda, who was arrested and pleaded guilty to misconduct in public office in July last year, appeared in Crown Court on Monday the 6th of January, where she was then sentenced to 15 months in prison. Misconduct in public office is a common law offence that can only be tied on indictment according to UK law. The charge says that Linda willfully and without reasonable excuse or justification misconducted yourself in a way which amounted to an abuse of the public's trust in the office holder by engaging in a sexual act with a prisoner in a prison cell. Sentencing Judge Martin Edmonds said it will impact on the reputation of the prison service and with that, the prospects of recruiting and retaining staff. It causes anxiety among those two vulnerable prisoners who worry more about the environment in which prisoners are held. That recording is still out there and will doubtless circulate indefinitely. You are not responsible for the wider problems of prisons, but you have added to them. The level of harm is high, indeed very high. Governor of HMP Wandsworth, Andrew Davey, told the court that female workers are going home only to be met by children who are being teased by others at school because their mothers work at HMP Wandsworth. Imagine that as well, even little kids are aware of the story. That's how viral it's gone on social media, every kid's on social media for the most part these days. He added, it has taken many years for female staff to be accepted and treated professionally in a male-dominated environment. That's very true. The activities of this defendant have undone years of work. Tata Turkison of the Crown Prosecution Service said last year this was a shocking breach of the public's trust. It's clearly an infuriating participant who only thought she would avoid responsibility. The CPS recognises there is no excuse for any prison officer who conducts himself in such a manner, and we will never hesitate to prosecute those who abuse their position of power. After working closely with the Metropolitan Police to build the strongest possible case, Linda Abreu had no option but to accept she was guilty, and she would now rightfully face the consequences of her actions. I can only imagine the embarrassment and the stress that the mothers who work in that prison, who had nothing to do with this video or the story, are facing because of this, knowing that the kids are aware of this and they're getting teased and they're getting bullied because of this story and this video that's gone viral online, even though the parents had nothing to do with it. I mean, like, don't get me wrong, I wasn't too surprised when I heard about this. like, there's always all sorts of stories that goes on in prisons that we hear about on the news, for example, and we're never surprised. We're shocked in some ways, but never too surprised, if that makes sense. And I think this is one of them. So now I'll turn things over to you guys. I'm very curious to know what you guys think of the story. She's an absolute idiot for doing this, and she's embarrassed herself and her family. Again, let me know your thoughts. Very curious to know what you guys think. Until next time, take care, stay safe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye for now.